Hey folks, Casey Sculla here at Social Media Breakfast Minneapolis, and I am with Albert Maruggi. Albert, how are you?
Good, Casey, man.
Good. For those who don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do.
Sure. I've been blogging and in social media for many years, host of the Marketing Edge podcast since February of 2005. So, Casey, that makes me a longtime veteran of podcasting and social media. And we're on the, I'm on the site providentpartners.net/blog. providentpartners.net/blog.
Wonderful. Talk to us a little bit about what you're seeing with your work at Provident Partners. What are clients coming to you? What kind of questions do they have for you? What are you seeing out there?
Sure. I think it's in two buckets right now. One bucket is mid-sized companies are really getting into it. They're exploring and innovating. And I think in part why I say mid-sized companies is because there's less of a cultural leap. Right? There's less bureaucracy, and they're willing to go out and blog and tweet and do some innovative things with location services type applications. The larger companies, even they need a little bit more safety net, and certainly many large companies are out there doing innovative things, Pepsi, for example. But also, companies like Verizon Wireless, which is a client of mine here in the Midwest, they are tapping into the culture of communities. For example, when they launched the Droid, they reached out to Android developers here in the Twin Cities, and they held a kind of a very low-key event, putting technical experts from the Verizon network with developers, gave them the phone, let them play with it ahead of time before it even hit the market, and that type of cultural shift is the other bucket that I would say companies are going through right now, and that's what I think will continue to happen in 2010.
Wonderful. You're kind of a pioneer of the podcasting. I've been doing it for years, and it was the way I found you actually first. Talk to me a little bit about what you have in store. What are some sneak previews of what you're planning to do? You bring a lot of great guests on there, and what are you doing for 2010 on it?
Sure. I'm an old radio hack there, Casey. I was a jock on an AM radio station in the 80s, right? Radio has always been, and the medium of audio has always been attractive to me for a couple reasons. One, it's a passive medium, right? You can use audio when you're doing other things. And in a society that's increasing in multitasking, that's increasing in mobility, for me, I think audio is a very powerful medium to introduce thought leadership, to have a debate and a discussion, to bring new people new information. And with applications like Stitcher Radio, that will allow you to stream audios, right? So you don't have to download a podcast and move it over to an MP3 player. But Stitcher Radio, which is available across platforms, Android and iPhone, this is allowing companies to really look at audio as a powerful medium and how they can reach out to people. For me, I think what Marketing Edge has done, and I'm surprised, Casey, because a lot of people email me and comment on Twitter and stuff that they love the format, they love the time frame. So I try to keep it to 20 minutes or so and try to focus on one issue. I don't jump around, and if that's what the audience likes, I'm gonna kind of keep it that way and just continue to reach out to different guests, and I'm fortunate enough to get some good guests on the line. So.
Wonderful. One area that you've been talking about recently that I've noticed online, and it was a podcast session that you had a while back, was geolocation.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about what you think geolocation, what kind of potential it has. Is it something that's hype, or is it something that actually can benefit businesses?
Okay, so this is great, Casey, that you're asking me this question, because it's almost like from the time that you tweeted me about doing this and today, I've noticed something. So I have a number of clients in hospitality and retail, and geolocation from that standpoint is awesome, right? It's crowdsourcing, it's real time, it's mobile, it's community, it's discovery, it's all of those things. So Gowalla, Foursquare, and there are many others that are popping up. And I think that will continue. Now, having said that, as a follower myself, I'm on the phone the other day on a phone call, and I follow a lot of people on Foursquare, and I let them ping me when they check in. And I start getting these pings when I'm on an important phone call, and I'm thinking, wow, I wonder if this isn't going to be not a deal killer, but the whole idea of having people check in at various times throughout the day on your mobile device, is that going to become an annoyance? So that would be the one. I don't want to even say it's a caution, but it's an observation, and it's something that I think people in social media, the consulting community, really needs to look at and do some more research on.
Wonderful. Where can people find you?
ProvidentPartners.net/blog, ProvidentPartners.net/blog, and on Twitter, Albert Maruggi, Maruggi, Albert Maruggi on Twitter.
Wonderful. Thank you for your time, Albert.
Hey, thanks for having me, Casey. Good seeing you.
Thanks.